created death.
This isn't just another horror reboot. It's a sorrow-soaked resurrection, a masterpiece of madness. And Oscar Isaac. He's about to lead you into one of the darkest, most emotional journeys of the year. Netflix has just dropped the chilling first trailer for Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro's latest dive into Gothic horror. Based on Mary Shelley's legendary 1818 novel, this isn't your average monster movie. It's an atmospheric, heartbreaking, and deeply artistic exploration of life, death, and the haunting cost of creation. This time, Frankenstein stars Oscar Isaac as Dr. Victor Frankenstein, a scientist who dares to challenge the laws of nature, and with a cast that includes Jacob Elordi as the monster, Mia Goth, Christoph Waltz, and Ralph Ineson. Del Toro has crafted what looks to be a deeply faithful, emotionally rich adaptation. Tonight, we're breaking down every chilling frame, every whispered line, and every emotional undercurrent from this trailer. Because Frankenstein isn't just a story, it's a tragedy. Del Toro's obsession with monsters. Let's start with the man behind it all, Guillermo del Toro. After Nightmare Alley in 2021, which earned 4 Oscar nominations, including Best Picture, Del Toro is back with a story that feels tailor-made for his cinematic style. Gothic, grand, grotesque. But underneath all that darkness, there's always beauty. From Hellboy to Pan's Labyrinth to The Shape of Water, Del Toro has always been fascinated with monsters. But not just for the scares. He tells stories about what makes monsters human and what makes humans monstrous. With Frankenstein, he's not just adapting Shelley's book. He's embracing its original soul. The tragedy, the heartbreak, the madness of ambition. It's about a man who can't stop playing God and a creation that never asked to be born. The dark promise of the trailer. The trailer opens with a soft whisper, a flickering candle, and then a sudden spark of lightning. Right away, you feel it. This film isn't here to jump scare you. It's here to haunt you. The atmosphere is dripping with dread. The fog-choked landscapes, the hollow eyes of Oscar Isaac's Victor, the lingering shots of stitched flesh and trembling hands. Every frame screams Gothic horror. And it's not just about how it looks. It's about the emotional weight behind it all. We're seeing a man consumed by his desire to control life and death. A man spiraling into obsession. And we're seeing a creature, his creation, who never wanted this fate. There's pain here, there's rage, there's sorrow, and it bleeds through every second of this teaser. Oscar Isaac as Victor Frankenstein. Oscar Isaac is no stranger to complex roles. But this might be his most intense transformation yet. As Victor Frankenstein, Isaac captures a man torn between genius and madness. His voice trembles with desperation. His eyes are filled with fear and pride and guilt. You can feel the weight of his choices on his shoulders. Every line he speaks is heavy, every movement measured. This is not a cackling cartoon scientist. This is a man trying to undo death and unraveling in the process. Del Toro's decision to cast Isaac feels inspired. He brings gravitas, vulnerability, and rage. And in this film, he becomes the true monster, not because of what he looks like, but because of what he's willing to do. The monster in the shadows. Now let's talk about him, the creature, the unnamed monster. Jacob Elordi plays the role, but in the trailer, he's mostly hidden. Cloaked in shadow, seen only in flashes. And that's the point. Del Toro isn't showing us a hulking beast. He's showing us a victim, a being born into pain, into rejection, into rage. There's a moment, a brief second, where we hear the monster growl. It's not just anger, it's heartbreak. This version of the monster is dangerous, yes, but he's also deeply tragic. Elordi, known for more charming, modern roles, is now stepping into a part made famous by Boris Karloff, Robert De Niro, and Christopher Lee. That's a legacy filled with horror icons, but Del Toro clearly chose Elordi for a reason, to bring something raw, emotional, human. And that choice? It's already working. A cast of haunting faces. Beyond Isaac and Elordi, the supporting cast here is terrifyingly perfect. Mia Goth as Elizabeth. Her presence alone adds a layer of eerie vulnerability, and we know she can handle emotional horror. Her chemistry with Isaac might just be the emotional heart of this film. Then we have Christoph Waltz, always unnerving, always precise, playing Harlander. You can bet he'll bring intellectual menace, likely someone pulling strings in the shadows. And Ralph Ineson as Professor Krempe. His gravelly voice, his intense stare. He's built for this world. A man of science or judgment? Maybe both. Either way, he adds tension to every scene he's in. Together, this cast builds a world that feels lived in, tragic, brutal, and full of secrets waiting to be unearthed. Gothic style. With purpose, Del Toro isn't just known for story, he's known for style. And this trailer oozes with his signature touch. There are no neon jump scares, no high-speed chases, just candlelight. Shadows, stone walls that echo with whispers. It feels like stepping into a nightmare that hurts to leave. The Gothic visuals don't just set the mood, they amplify the story. Frankenstein is about loneliness, about playing God in a godless world. The aesthetic mirrors that with bleak beauty. Every frame is aching. Every shot is deliberate. This isn't horror to scare you, it's horror to move you. The rivalry ahead. But here's the twist. Del Toro's Frankenstein won't be the only version we'll see soon. Maggie Gyllenhaal's The Bride is also in the works, with Christian Bale as the monster. That version will take place in the 1930s Chicago and is expected to take more creative liberties with Shelley's work. So while The Bride may explore reinvention, Del Toro is diving into restoration. He's giving us the original tragedy, raw, faithful, and devastating. That makes these two films not competitors, but complements. And if Del Toro's past work is any indication, his version may become the new gold standard. Why? This Frankenstein matters. This story is over 200 years old, but it still matters. Because at its heart, Frankenstein isn't about monsters. It's about people, about creation, about abandonment. It's about looking in the mirror and asking, what have I done? Del Toro understands that. He feels that. And this trailer, filled with sorrowful beauty and quiet horror, proves it. This is more than just a movie. It's a cinematic reckoning, a love letter to Shelley's masterpiece, a story of pain and redemption, told with passion by one of the greatest directors alive. So what do you think? Is Oscar Isaac the perfect Frankenstein? Will Elordi deliver a monster that breaks our hearts and our nerves? Let me know in the comments. I want to hear all your theories, your hopes, your fears. And if you love deep, emotional trailer breakdowns and want to stay ahead of every major release, hit that subscribe button now. There's so much more coming. And trust me, you don't want to miss it. Frankenstein arrives this November on Netflix. And when it does, we'll be ready.